Shalom. I want to start giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching of scriptures, among other things. Salutations to all the Akim across the earth who doing this work in sincerity and truth. Salakia. And shalom to the sincere brothers and sisters who are at home watching the videos and do their best to please Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. So yeah, man, this video want to go into this article. So fire broke out on the flank of Vesuvius volcano, and if you look around you, basically the world is on fire. There's like a couple of days ago, a huge fire in France going on, extreme heat in Australia, Spain. A lot of Mosai is really busy visiting this earth. A lot of judgments been passed around. In Kenya, a bus basically went went upside down. 25 people dead. So hey, the Mosai is cleaning house, man. In Belgium, a father killed his son, basically, pushed him off a stair. The son died. A little girl got drowned in the swimming pool at a vacation at the holiday place, where she was in Spain, in Mallorca, also in France, also. I believe a Dutch child also. So a lot of things going on, These are, the things that, the Heavenly Father spoke about, to the prophets, about the things that you're going to see that's going to show you that the coming of Yahushua is around the corner. Trump is ready to talk with, Putin, about he want to have peace between Putin and basically Ukraine, but basically it's all NATO who's fighting against him. But yeah, they see it doesn't really have an effect on Putin, And Trump, he's making enemies. Those are all prophecies, Trump with the tariffs that he put on everything, on the countries and all that. So he's not making friends, And eventually, thus said the Bible, I said that America's going to be destroyed, And like I said, if you only look around, you see all these things going on, These are the signs that show you that the coming of Yahushua is around the corner. So let me read this article. Fire broke out on flank of Vesuvius volcano. A fire has broken out on the slopes of Mount Vesuvius in Italy. A plume of smoke is visible from the city of Naples. A reader sent huge images of the flames. The image shows a large fire raging on one of the volcano's flank. And the fun part is, recently also in Russia also erupted a volcano, so there's a lot going on. Italy will be hit by a new heat wave. In the coming days, temperatures could reach 40 degrees Celsius or in more several cities made through latitudes are predicting temperatures of 40 degrees Celsius in Florence on Saturday, 38 degrees Celsius expected in the city of Bolzano. Rome will reach 36 degrees Celsius and Naples 35 degrees Celsius. According to the Italian civil protection, more than 100,000 forest fires have already broken out in Italy. Slovakia. According to the Italian civil protection, more than 1,000 forest fires have already broken out in Italy this summer, destroying over 2,500 hectares of nature. So, like I said, these are the signs, these things showing us that the coming of Yahushua is around the corner. This is the book of 2nd Esther, chapter 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, Then shall they understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which you make. Like I said, judgments being passed all over, a lot of people dying. The love of many wax gold, you see all these prophecies going on, in Amsterdam. A man got beaten down in the supermarket, a man of 53, I believe. Here, the city where I'm from, a man of 73 beat down, also around the supermarket. And this para, man, a lot of stuff. You can see that the people also, people are all about the evilness, a lot of anger. So he answered me then and says, measure thou the time diligently in self, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Israel with Iran, with, of course, with Iraq, Israel, no, not Iraq, with Iran, with Yemen. So they got a lot of stuff going on, of course, things that they do with the Palestinians, and yeah, but I don't give a shit because I don't like those Palestinians neither, and the fun part is they fighting for a country which doesn't even belong to them. It belongs to the children of Israel, so-called Negros, Latinos, and the so-called Indianos. But yeah, man, back to the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 9, and verse 2. Then shall they understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Yeah, if you look around you, you see all these things going on and showing you that the end is around the corner. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. Yeah, because when Yahushua is going to come back, it's going to be in the midst of world, in the midst of the Third World War. Slaapje, man. The slime keeps in my throat. That's also a thing, having a so-called cold for a long time. These devils been spraying a lot of shit in the air, That's why the scriptures talk about when, how do you say that? When this heathen's gonna be in, especially this devil, the so-called white people, if they going to be out of the power seat, and Yahushai, gonna take them down with the angels, with the archangels, the elect men gonna receive the spiritual power, basically, how do you say that? And so the kingdom of Yahweh Basham Yahushua is going to be established here on earth, and everybody going to be happy, because we're going to live by the most just laws of the Heavenly Father, and we're going to be perfect with it, So yeah, and that's basically a beautiful thing to look forward to, to have this heathens, in captivity. And after 1,000 years of captivity, the so-called white people, the Edomites, they're going to be exterminated. That's it, the Bible, and the scriptures talk about those that don't want to serve you, as meaning as us Israelites, so good Negros, Latinos, and so good Indianos, they're gonna receive it, they're gonna pay for it. So yeah, man, we got beautiful things to look forward to. Let me see, but you got the, we gotta watch, we gotta, keep on doing the work, get ready for when Yahushai comes back, because not even Yahushai knows when it's time for him to come back, So let me see. Book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 36. But of the day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. You see that? It's only the Heavenly Father knows when it's time for Yahushua to come back. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Yeah, back then it was by water. This time people gonna be zapped to powder, man. For as in the days that were before the Slakia, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Yeah, it's going to be like a big surprise to the majority of the people, All knowing that we are on YouTube, for years already. People, yeah, people don't hearken, This for the majority of people ain't going to get it anyway. They gonna basically how I say that, they're gonna have a rude awakening. So yeah, basically that, man. Just wanted to do a short video on this. I saw this, man, like, oh, another volcano, erupted. So yeah, basically that, man. Gonna leave it like that. So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Basham Yahushai, Basham Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops who create millstones for teaching scriptures, among other things, and salutations to all your Akiam across the earth who doing this work in sincerity and truth. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom.